everyone. My name is Chloe Hiller, and welcome back to episode 3 with Convos with Chlo. And today we have Miss Mikayla Lupampa. Yay! Everyone, please give her a super warm welcome. And fun fact, Mikayla was my teen when we did Miss Black Arizona together back in 2014. And I can't believe we're so old and gray and withered.
Right, my bad.
Withered now, but I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being able to have the time to come on and talk to me. But go ahead and introduce yourself. A little fun fact.
So, hi everyone. I'm Mikayla Lupampa. I met Chloe in 2014. She's an amazing girl. Our connection has grown and grown and grown, and I'm just so proud to see her and have this conversation and let you guys know a little bit more about the both of us and creativity.
Well, what do you do for a living? What's your business, or even what did you go to school for? So go ahead. I'm interested to know. I honestly, I'm curious.
Okay, so in 2020, as everyone knows, COVID hit, and that was the year of my graduation. So I was hit hard. The year before I had studied abroad in Greece. I was at a high. I was like, wow, like I'm learning things about Macedonia. I'm enjoying education. And then COVID hit and I went down.
I'm
So
excited.
I'm just grateful that I graduated. Right now I'm getting my master's. Got a 4.0, top of my class. So life is getting better educationally wise. So I'm just grateful for that. Right now I work for the EDD, the unemployment department. So I was able to assist during COVID and the stressful times. So it was the most yeah, it was so
unemployment was crazy. It's okay. I was really blessed to be able to walk across the stage and have my family be there. And that's what I really wanted more than anything, more than like prom, more than going to class, was to make sure that I was able to walk across the stage and have them call my name and everything. But now I'm at U of A, bear down, go Cats.
Oh, I'm a so
no. So luckily in like the next 3 years, I'll definitely be able to walk and have all the cool events and stuff like that. But I'm super proud of you too for being able to push through that and overcoming so many different adversities and still being Mikayla. That's the most important part. How do you get into what you do creatively? Like, how did you start? What was the inspiration for everything? Because I know you paint and you do yoga, aerial yoga.
So I had to figure out a way to express like my experiences, my life, like my thoughts. So painting has been that for me. Like rather than sitting down and talking to someone and telling them like, oh, this crazy thing happened, I'm just gravitate towards my paintbrushes and my paint canvases. And it has been the sweetest healing experience. For aerial yoga, I used to dance in high school. So I needed something to get my body flowing, to express my physical body. So that's what aerial yoga has been. It took a while to trust the silk. Chloe, I don't know if you've seen
the fact that you have enough trust in some cloth. I applaud you for that, but of course, continue.
You walk out of the class feeling so relieved of everything that you've been carrying, and your energy is transformed. So I think you should come with me.
I honestly I've never thought about it, but I think that would be so much fun. But I agree with you on the painting aspect of everything. Obviously, so if you didn't know, but especially the viewers, so this little black, I hand painted all of those during quarantine. It goes all the way up there. You can't see it, but I hand painted that whole thing when COVID first started. I love being able to put my emotions and what I feel into a piece of paper. It's not a destructive. One of the things that I really love about creating art and being creative is that it's a healthy outlet. It was a lot of mental health issues going on. Everybody was affected in some way. Like even if they don't think they definitely, being trapped in the house for some people was so hard, and it was so heavy on them, and especially me as well. I was affected, but luckily I was able to find such a healthy and creative and soothing outlet for myself. And another like dangerous, I guess, for your aerial yoga, I have my skateboarding. That is definitely way more dangerous than I've gotten a lot better. And at school too, it's a really healthy activity for me to do. So when I'm like late to class, I like can just hop on my board and I can just go straight there. But it's way more dangerous than painting on a wall.
Yeah.
Do you think having a goal is helpful in motivating a person? Why or why not?
Setting goals for me my entire life has been what keeps me going. So that battery on my back is setting goals and achieving goals. Like that is just what I am powered through. And I think it's really important to exceed your limits. So to set a goal, I feel like is a way of showing yourself this is not where I'm at, but I know where I want to be at and I'm going to get to that. So, I
Absolutely.
mean, love setting goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to visually lay out what you want and how you're going to get it and the steps you're going to take to achieve that is something that I enjoy doing. And I know that, once again, that battery is the battery that's on your back. And being able to fuel it up with goals and dreams and aspirations is something that I also take pride in as well. So I definitely 100% agree with you on that. So, how have you been able to identify your strengths in your life and in your career? Because being in your career, that's very difficult. I'm so sure it's a very difficult, like mentally and physically exhausting sometimes. So, how have you been able to identify your strengths throughout all of that?
I mean, my strength is my resilience. I would say it's is going to be a really shocking thing for me to say, but Chloe, when I won the pageant that we were in, that was probably one of the first times that I felt like I was truly beautiful, you know?
Right.
Like that was the first time where I was like, oh, people see my beauty. Like, I do have that beauty. So from that moment on, I had to break through preconceived notions. I had to break through the skin tone thing, that we go through. And I realized that it's within. Everything is within, regardless of like where I'm at, what people think, and I just don't seek validation anymore. And I don't know. It's been a journey,
Yeah.
but it's all worked together.
It didn't happen for me to stop caring about, well, my skin looks weird in this, or my hair, I don't ever want to wear it curly. I don't ever want to do this. I don't ever want to do that. It took me so long to try to break through. Like, I'm just now starting to wear my hair curly, not even out, even it's still slicked back in a bun. And that is so much for me. But obviously, like, being the only African American in any room can be difficult, but especially when you have Miss Black, whatever on your sash, and even wearing your skin tone, it's not even about what's on your sash, but your skin tone and the way you present yourself. It's so much harder to try to break through your own barriers more than anything. And try to, once again, resiliency, have everything, water off a duck's back. That's what I always say. So once again, it's hard, but we did it.
We did it. Yeah.
Look at us. We are so much better now.
With the times that we're in now, it's so much more progressive and modernized.
And it's so much more like comforting to know that like there's so many more like people that I'm not saying that there weren't people that look like us ever, but especially like I don't know what it was. I don't know when it started or how it started, who started it, but having the comfort of being like, yeah, I'm Black.
Right. The
And I'm
platform.
this, and I'm tall, and I have curly hair, and my nose and my lips are
And
big.
my arms are
And my
long, my legs are long.
my hips start up here and my torso is this short.
Right.
Exactly. So I'm very proud of every Black girl, especially us, but every Black girl across whatever, even state lines of Arizona. We are very determined in bringing that forward. I'm very proud of us. How do your strengths help you become a creative person? I know we kind of touched on this a little bit about your resiliency and how you started to be creative, but what's another thing that helps make you creative strength wise?
So I would say my resilience of not seeking validation or being worried about how someone's going to perceive my artwork has turned into a strength because I just post what I want. I post I paint what I want. Everything is about, it's all at the center of it all is me and what I want to portray. So I would say my resilience has truly made my art journey so much more better.
So obviously when I draw like or paint deeper pieces, like it takes me a while to digest what I just painted and what I just put on a canvas or a piece of paper. And then finally be able to be like, okay, this is what it means. And I have time and I have the patience and the strength to show somebody and tell them what it's all about. So
Yeah.
I really enjoy the fact now that I'm able to be way more comfortable.
I had to learn to tell people it's open for interpretation.
Right.
But you don't always have to share, like, even that pathway, the beautiful, like, I could interpret that as a path,
Right.
like, and it's open for interpretation. Like, if you're not comfortable sharing that story yet, you can just be like, you look at it and you tell me what you see. So
Have you ever doubted your talent?
I'm gonna finally talk about the modeling thing. I feel like it you go into castings and you see Instagram models that you save their pictures. You get the outfits that they're wearing, and then you're sat at a level with them and you're each trying to go for the same spot. So that, I think, as I got my contracts and I learned that, okay, it's like a cattle call, like it's 100 girls, one spot. So it's like, what do you have? What do you bring to the table? Is your mind strong enough? Do you believe that you can get this position? I feel like the modeling, the being pinned against different women really does make me question things, but also you have to be a lot stronger in your mind to be able to push through that.
It's really about how you come into it, because if you're coming in already comparing yourself to other people, you've lost it. I'm just proud to be able to say, like, I know my why and I know exactly what I want to bring to every single job that I want to do, and who I want to represent and why I want to represent. And especially on like a state or national level throughout pageantry, it's hard. There's 50, 60, 70 other girls you're competing against, and obviously there's one title. But honestly, if you go in there and you're being yourself and you put everything you can 120 million% into it, that's all you can do. What do you do to keep yourself motivated and interested in your line of work, or just a creative thing? I know sometimes it can be hard to keep focused on a lot of things.
Exactly. So, I mean, my good tying into your why, how you kept saying this is my why. For me, my why is the little girl that was in Boston, wasn't sure of herself, was in a shell. My why is I need to be able to represent my culture. I need to be able to represent African American women. And that's what's powering me. I have to do that because there's little girls that may be going through the same journey as me. And if I have the opportunity to inspire people and transform the trajectory of their life, I've done my job.
How you feel is exactly how I feel. There aren't a lot of us in the state of Arizona and doing especially in the same line of work that you and I do. And it's hard feeling sometimes when you feel that pressure on your back, it's hard when you don't feel like doing something because you're like, well, might as well not do it. And then you think of that line of little girls that are right behind you being able to do the exact same thing, but they don't know how, or then somebody or something or one video just like this or Instagram like, yep, that's exactly what I want to do. Paving the way for little African American girls is something that I take pride on, point blank, period.
Right.
There's a lot of firsts in this world. And even if there are firsts before me, I still want to be able to continue that lineage, continue that line of people that are right behind me that I'll be like, yep, this way, I'm lining the way.
Exactly.
And I am just so proud of myself to even say that I've inspired not even just little Black girls at this point, little girls, period.
In general,
Continue on with identifying their strength and being comfortable in their own skin is something that I take such big pride on.
Being pioneers, that's exactly what it is. We've had so many different pioneers that we've been able to look up to. Oprah, there's so many that we can name off that have been pioneers for us as women. So it's only right that we keep it going and we keep empowering
Absolutely
everyone, not just African Americans. It's like,
right. Absolutely. Paving the way.
Hey.
Paving the way. Thank you so much. I can't even explain how thankful I am for you to be able to come on here and talk about your passions and your dreams, and of course, how you identify your strengths.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Give Mikayla some love on her Instagram. I'm gonna drop it like somewhere down here in the comment section. With thank you, Mikayla, and see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Yes.